I'm just going live actually. So it's an early morning before the exam, and so we'll be enjoying this session together. And so I first recommend reading some chapters from our books, Vistas and Flamingo. So let's get started with it. The presidents of New York Central and the New York New Haven and Hartford Railroads will swear on a stack of timetables that there are only two, but I say there are three because I have been on the third level of the Grand Central Station. Yes, I have taken the obvious step. I talked to the physiatrist, a friend of mine, among others. I told him about the third level at the Grand Central Station, and he said it was a waking dream with wish fulfillment. He said I was unhappy. That made my wife kind of mad, but he explained that he meant the modern world is full of insecurity, fear, worry, and all the rest of it. And that I just want to escape. Well, who doesn't? Everybody I know wants to escape, but they don't wander down into any third level at Grand Central Station. But that's the reason. So actually, I don't know if how many people are going to come in this live stream, cause like I'm very new to YouTube. Like not new, but I'm not very active in uploading videos on YouTube. Cause this is the phase which I'm doing it which I can't devote much time to it. But the people who can be coming is either who are waking from since night for studying English, or those who are waking up early for the exam, whatever is the case. So coming back, we are saying the fear or worry and all the rest of it, and I just want to escape. Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't want to escape from this? Okay, everybody I know wants to escape, but they don't wander down into any third level at Grand Central Station. But that's the reason, he said, and my friends and all agreed. Everything points to it. They claim my stamp collecting, for example, that's a temporary refuge from reality. Well, maybe, but my grandfather didn't need any refuge from reality. Things were pretty nice and peaceful in his day, from all I hear. And he started my collection. It's a nice collection too. Blocks of four of practically every US issue, first day covers, and so on. President Roosevelt collected stamps too. Anyway, here's what happening at the Grand Central. One night last summer, I worked late at the office. I was in a hurry to get uptown to my apartment, so I decided to take the subway from the Grand Central because it's faster than the bus. Now I don't know why this should have happened to me. I'm just an ordinary guy named Charlie, 31 years old, and was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. I passed a dozen men who looked like just like me, and I just wasn't trying to escape from anything. Just wanted to get home to Lucia, my wife. So who doesn't want a home? Everyone wants a home. But I turned into the Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue and went down the steps to the first level, where you take trains like the 20th century. Then I walked down to another flight to the second level, where the suburban trains that leave from, ducked into an arched doorway heading for the subway, and got lost. That's easy to do. I have been in and out of Grand Central a hundred of times, but I'm always bumping into new doorways and stairs and corridors. Once I got into a tunnel about a mile long and came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. Another time I came up in an office building on 46th Street, 3 blocks away. Sometimes I think Grand Central is growing like a tree, pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. There's probably a long tunnel that nobody knows about, feeling its way under the city right now, on its way to Times Square, and maybe another to Central Park. And maybe because for so many people through the years, Grand Central has been an exit, a way of escape. Maybe that's how the tunnel I got into, but I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. The corridor I was in began angling left and slanting downward, and I thought that was wrong. But I kept on walking. All I could hear was the empty sound of my own footsteps, and I didn't pass a soul. Then I heard that sort of hollow roar ahead. That means open space and people talking. The tunnel turned sharp left. I went down a short flight of stairs and came out on the third level at the Central Station. For just a moment, I thought I was back on the second level, but I saw the room was smaller. There were fewer ticket windows and train gates, and the information booth in the center was wood and old looking. And the man in the booth wore a green eye shade and long black sleeve protectors. The lights were dim and sort of flickering. Then I saw why were open flame gas lights. There were brass pitons on the floor, and across the station a like last bit of the thukne ke liye bhi there were burden मतलब utensils, and across the station a glint of light caught my eye. The man was pulling a gold watch from his vest pocket. He snapped open the cover, glanced his watch, and frowned. He wore a derby hat, a black four-button suit with tiny lapels, and he had a big black handlebar mustache. Then I looked around and saw that everyone in the station was just like 1890 something. I never saw so many beards, sideburns, and some fancy mistakes in my life. A woman walked in through the train gate. She wore a dress with a leg of mutton sleeves and skirt through top of her high buttoned shoes. Back of her, out on the tracks, caught a glimpse of locomotive, a very small courier, and I was locomotive with a funnel shaped stack, and then I knew. To make sure, I walked over to the newsboy and glanced at the stock of papers at his feet. It was the World. The World hasn't been published for years. The lead story said something about President Cleveland. I have found that front page sentence in the public library files, and it was printed June 11, 1894. I turned towards the ticket windows, knowing that here on the third level at Grand Central, I could buy tickets that would take Lucy and me anywhere in the United States we wanted to go. उसे लगा कि वो ट्राई ट्रायल कर रहा है in the year 1894, and I wanted two tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. Have you ever been there? It's a wonderful town still with big old frame houses, huge lawns, and tremendous trees whose branches meet overhead and roof the streets. And in 1894, summer evenings were twice as long, and people sat on their lawns. The men smoking cigars and talking quietly, the women waving palm leaf fans, with the fireflies all around. In the peaceful world, to be back there was the First World War, still 20 years off, and World War Two over 40 years in the future. I wanted two tickets for that. The clerk, I figured the fare. He glanced at my fancy headband, but he figured the fare, and I had enough for two coach tickets, but one way. But then I counted out the money and looked up. The clerk was staring at me. He noted the bills. That isn't money, Mister. He said, and if you are trying to skin me, you won't get very far. And he glanced at the cash drawer beside me. Of course, the money was old style bills, half again as big as the money we use nowadays, and different looking. I turned away and got out fast. There was nothing nice about jail, even in 1894. And that too. So he's saying that मेरे को जेल नहीं जाना, मैं अपने नई करेंसी दे रहा हूँ, एंड ये इनको लग रहा है कि ओल्ड करेंसी है. मतलब ठीक है, ये यार हंसने वाली बात नहीं है, अभी ये बहुत पुरानी चीज हो चुकी है. बट एनीवेज, what is this, by the way? Okay, these are the reactions. So I will just give one. Oh, nice. Nice. So many reactions I can give on this YouTube live video. Oh. अपने आप ही मैंने इतने सारे रिएक्शन दे दिए. ऐसे ही देख रहे हो, इतने सारे रिएक्शन मैंने अपने आप ही दे दिए, तो लोग अपने वीडियो अपने आप इतने रिएक्शन नहीं देते. अच्छा, मैं ऐसे बिहेव करूँ जैसे, बट ठीक है. हाँ, ये रिएक्शंस मैंने पहली बार यूज़ किया है on YouTube. So don't, okay, like whatever anyone could think. Anyways, so अरे यार, खत्म होने वाली है, चलो बढ़िया है. हाँ, so because like there's nothing nice in jail, even in 1894 पुरानी जेल भी बहुत कुछ ज़्यादा अच्छी तो होती नहीं थी. And but I have never again found the corridor that leads to the third level at Grand Central Station, although I have tried often enough. कोई सपना तो नहीं था ये. लुइसा लुइसा वैसे इसका स्पेलिंग लुइसा ही है. मैं लूसिया बुलाना चाहूंगी. was pretty worded, pretty worded, वाह. बोलना चाहता है कि वो pretty है कि नहीं है, पता नहीं. जोक का समय नहीं है वैसे ये, but ठीक है. Anyways, was pretty worried when I told her all this, and then didn't want me to look for the third level anymore. And after a while, I stopped. I went back to my stamps, but now we are both looking every weekend, because now we have proof that the third level is still there. My friend Sam Weiner disappeared. Nobody knew where, but I sort of suspected because Sam's a city boy, and I used to tell him about Graysburg. I went to school there, and he always said he liked the sound of bass, out of the place, and that's where he is. All right, in 1894, because one night fussing with my stamp collection, I found. Well, do you know what a first day cover is? When a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy some and use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day of the sale, and the postmark proves the date. The envelope is called a first day cover. They are never opened. You just put blank paper in the envelope, right? Right. So that night, among my oldest first three covers, I found one that shouldn't have been there, but there it was. It was there because someone had mailed it to my grandfather at his home in Galesburg. That's what the address on the envelope said. It had been there since July 1894. The postmark showed that, yet I didn't remember it at all. The stamp was a 6-cent dull brown with a picture of President Garfield. Naturally, when the envelope came to Granddad in the mail, I went right into his collection and stayed there till I took it out and opened it. The paper inside was in blank. It read, 941 Villiers Street, Galesburg, Illinois, July 18, 1894. Charlie, I got to wishing that you were right. Then I got to believing you were right. And Charlie, it's true. I found the third level. I've been there here 2 weeks. And right now, down the street at the Dale, there is someone is playing a piano, and they're all out on the front porch singing, seeing Nele home, and I am invited over for lemonade. Come on back, Charlie and Luisa. Keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth it. Believe me. The note is signed Sam. At the stamp and coin store I go to, I found that out that Sam bought $800 worth of old style currency that ought to set him up in a nice little feed and grain business. He always said that what that's what he really wished he could do, and he certainly can't go back to his old business. Not in Galesburg, Illinois in 1894. His old business, why Sam was my psychiatrist. Whatever. Okay, this story probably, if someone reads it for the first time, okay, लास्ट 12th में ये स्टोरी इसलिए दी हुई है क्योंकि बंदे को तो स्टोरी समझने के लिए ना, अब मैंने ये देख लिया है कि मेरे को एक स्टोरी पढ़ने में टोटल 10 मिनट लग गए हैं, एंड स्टोरी में 1 2 3 4 5 6 यूजुअली वी टेक ओके, एक्चुअली छोटे साइज के पेजेस भी हैं, और हम 1 1 मिनट का चैलेंज लेते थे कि हम एक बड़े वाले पेजेस अपन साइंस की बुक के पढ़ रहे होते थे, एंड ये पन्ने 10 मिनट लगा दिए इसमें, एंड आई वाज ओके, समटाइम्स आई वाज रीडिंग फास्ट बट अदर टाइम्स आई वाज लाइक this book and I go to so this is all about this chapter, and of course as commit to कुछ और ही हो रखा है, मतलब पता नहीं हो पाएगा नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि टाइम का लिमिटेशन है, तो वो बात अलग है। टाइम का लिमिटेशन भी नहीं है सच, बट देख लेंगे कैसे रहेगा। एटलीस्ट ऐसा टाइटल बनाया तो थोड़ा फुलफिल करने की सोचेंगे फुलफिल चलो ठीक है, अभी करते हैं। हाँ, तो अगर हम फॉर्मेट ऑफ लेटर टू एडिटर देखें तो वो कुछ इस तरह से होता है कि पहले सेल्फ एड्रेस डालेंगे, फिर डेट डालेंगे, एडिटर द एडिटर एंड द नेम ऑफ द न्यूज़पेपर, देन यू विल राइटिंग एंड द सिटी वेयर इट इज। सिटी से जनरली पता चल ही जाना चाहिए अगर आप एक पर्टिकुलर कंट्री के अंदर लिख रहे हो, तो ऑफ कोर्स आप उसी कंट्री के अंदर लिख रहे होगे जिस कंट्री में आपको प्रॉब्लम होगी, कोई भी इशू होगा, तो वो सिटी आप लिखोगे, सब्जेक्ट लिखोगे, उसके बाद सर लिखोगे, डियर सर लिखोगे, जो भी करोगे। अब यहाँ पे डियर सर जनरली ऊपर आने लगा है और सब्जेक्ट नीचे आने लगा है, ऐसा मैंने कहीं से इन्फॉर्मेशन ली थी और उसकी हिंट भी मैंने दे दी है। Anyways, through the columns of your famous and reputed newspaper, I wish to draw the kind attention of the government officials and common public towards the particular topic. So, through the columns of your famous and reputed newspaper, I wish to draw the kind attention of the government officials and common public towards dash details of the topic, and so the situation is really demanding proper attention of everyone. I hope that the government will take this matter seriously and will take the effective steps in this regard in time. But as it is quite known that no government policy can bring desired effects without public cooperation, so I hope that people will also cooperate the government in this regard. I also hope that your newspapers will attract everyone attention. And thanks, and yours faithfully, the your signature 9, name in capital, signature ke baad 9 name. So basically, what 2 lines you should remember is, through the columns of your famous and reputed newspaper. There are many columns in the newspaper on which information of or advertisement of different companies are written, and so that through those columns the of the famous and reputed newspaper का नाम अपन already लिख दिया है, तूफानी है। Okay, I wish to draw the kind attention of the government officials and common public towards this matter. Right? Then the okay, now we'll not be repeating it much. Okay, format of official letter, self-address, date, name of the officer, department, city, subjects. Sir, through this letter, I on behalf of the residents of dash colony want to draw your attention towards dash. So So this is the official letter in which this particular officer of this particular department, let's say I'm writing this letter to deputy collector. Generally it's not written, but okay, I don't care anyways. And the details of the topic in the body section. And so situation is really demanding proper and timely attention of everyone. I hope that you will take this matter seriously and will take effective steps in regard of in time. I also hope that you will pay a visit to our area personally to see the condition yourself. Right? If you're a particular officer, you're holding some position, so you are in such a situation that you have to see what conditions people are facing and how you can solve those problems. Hoping for your kind favor. Thanks. Your faithfully, and then name. Format of a school report. Name of the school and city you will be writing. उसके बाद बाकी सब चीजें तो एज इट इज चलती रहेंगी. अब बात करते हैं रिपोर्ट की बात कर रहे हैं. लेटर खत्म हो गया, एक चैप्टर का हमने रीडिंग खत्म कर दिया. अब रिपोर्ट की बात करते हैं. डेट लास्ट वीक ऑफ आवर स्कूल ऑर्गेनाइज सेलिब्रेटेड टॉपिक विद द फुल zeal and enthusiasm. The students of our school as well as other schools showed a great interest in it. Mr. Dash, particular XYZ, was the chief guest of this occasion. He arrived at dash time and was welcomed by principal and some of our teachers. He inaugurated it by cutting ribbon and by lighting a lamp. Generally what happens is एक आकर का ribbon होता है, उसके आगे हम जाते हैं, उसको कट करते हैं, उसके बाद आगे के हम प्रोसेसेस करते हैं. So we are just like he by lighting a lamp in front of माँ सरस्वती. ठीक है. And after a welcome before the portrait of माँ सरस्वती, या फिर हम गणेश जी के पूजन करके जनरली हम किसी भी इवेंट को स्टार्ट करते हैं. राइट. एंड आफ्टर वेलकम सॉन्ग इट स्टार्टेड. एंड उस तरह से अपने प्रोग्राम कैसे किया. पहले डांस हुआ, किसने डांस किया, उसके बाद एक डांस परफॉर्मेंस होने के बाद जिसने ये किया उसने वो किया. एंड फाइनली प्राइज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो गया. उसके बाद फिर से एक डांस परफॉर्मेंस हुआ. मतलब पहले लाइक टॉप 100 रैंकर्स का हुआ. ऐसे करते वो चलते गए. ऐसे मतलब ऐसे जनरली कोई भी अगर हम प्रोग्राम देखते तो in the end of the chief guest gave a short but inspiring speech and also praised the school management for organizing such a program. Thank you for having me here and all this stuff. The principal also thanked the chief guest and others for making it a great success. In the evening it ended with the national anthem and all. It was a really a grand success. And this is to be closed out in a box or whatever. But इसमें बॉक्स में क्लोज कर नहीं रखा है. तो बाकी जो मैंने एक तो मुझे पता है कि बायोडेटा को बॉक्स में क्लोज करते हैं. बॉक्स में क्लोज करने में देखो कुछ जा नहीं रहा है. ठीक है. Format of article, an article by name and class will be mentioning. So this is the topic, and after that the article by this and this. So we are just having this topic. पहले उसमें ऊपर में क्या था, टॉपिक और रिपोर्ट बाय, एंड देन डेट वाज देयर एंड दिस full information was there regarding this. And in the format of article there is topic, there is by टॉपिक लिखना, फिर अपना नाम लिखना, अपनी एडवर्टाइजमेंट से पहले करवानी है. नेम एंड क्लास हो जाएगा इसमें. वहां पर डेट थी, यहाँ पे सीधा अपने शुरू कर दिया. India is the last democratic country, and in a democracy one can see great many problems. India has been also facing many problems since her independence. She is facing problems like terrorism, corruption, poverty, black marketing, hoarding, and so this is where I'm reading. But the problem of topic is one of the problem of this particular thing is like whatever topic is there, we'll be just writing that topic, right? Problem of topic, whatever like the topic is like अपन ने बोलिए कि ये problems face कर रहा है तो हाँ, मतलब कि जितनी सारी चीजें होंगी उसमें से जो अपन एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक चूज करेंगे उसके रिगार्डिंग अपन लिखेंगे. इज वन ऑफ द मेजर प्रॉब्लम्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ डेवलपिंग इंडिया. इट इज जस्ट लाइक कैंकर ईटिंग नेशंस इकोनॉमी. कैंकर है पता नहीं. डिस्पाइट ऑफ बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स इट इज इंक्रीजिंग लाइक द माउथ ऑफ सुरसा है. चलो ठीक है. व्हाटएवर इज द डिटेल्स ऑफ द टॉपिक. वैसे यार मेरे को ये बात तो माननी पड़ेगी कि ब्र नहीं, मतलब ब्र ऐसी वाली और है ये वाली चीजें ना मैंने इन्वेंट करी. अब बताओ बाकी लोग क्लेम कर रहे हैं और उन्होंने इसके ऊपर मीनिंग बना दिए. मैं कैसे इस चीज को मैं कैसे अपना दर्द व्यक्त कर सकती हूँ, वो मुझे कोई बताए. चलो छोड़ो. मतलब तो अब क्या कह सकते हैं, कौन विश्वास करे. Anyways, so the situation is really critical and demands our proper attention. So it is hope that the government will take this matter seriously and will take the effective steps in this regard. ये होते हैं मतलब जैसा ना, ठीक है मान लिया कि हम इसको पढ़ रहे हैं और हमें भी ये चीजें सिखाने के लिए ही सिखाई जा रही हैं obviously, but ultimately एक चीज तो कहनी पड़ेगी कि ये कुछ वफादारी जो दिखा रहे होते हैं कि हम मुझे इसको देख के ये हुआ, मतलब मुझे बहुत दुख हुआ, मुझे पिटी हो रही है इस चीज पे कि हाँ ये ऐसा हो गया. और मुझे इन सब चीज़ों से प्रॉब्लम है कि इसमें कैसा चल रहा है, कैसे इस गड्ढे क्यों बने हुए हैं सड़क पे, एंड मुंबई में इतनी बारिश क्यों हो रही है, ऑल दैट स्टफ, बट रियली नो वन केयर्स। अपने घरों में बैठने के बाद किसी को घंटा भर नहीं पड़ता ही क्या चल रहा है। Anyway, so the situation is really critical and demands our proper attention. So it is hoped that the government will take this matter seriously and take effective steps in this regard in time. But as it is quite known that no government policy can be the same line repeated. स्पीच उसके बाद यहाँ पे तो उसके बाद लास्ट में एंड में टॉपिक को एक बार फिर से हाईलाइट कर दो, बढ़िया रहेगा। और ये एंड हो जाता है। स्पीच और डिबेट। गुड मॉर्निंग टू वन एंड ऑल प्रेजेंट हियर, respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. Today I dash 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 a student of class dash dash dash, ऐसे क्लास में क्या होता है, एक दो लेटर ही होते हैं, चलो ठीक है, want to express my views on the topic in favor or against the topic, मतलब ठीक है कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। एंड आई होप दैट ऑल ऑफ यू विल लिसन टू मी अटेंटिवली, इग्नोरिंग माय मिस्टेक्स इफ आई कमिट। इंडिया इज भाई बंदा पहले कह रहा है कि मैं मिस्टेक कर दूं तो अरे ठीक है भाई, इतना कॉन्फिडेंस इंसान के अंदर होना चाहिए कि मिस्टेक्स कमिट ना करे, बट एनीवेज अगर वो कर भी देता है, okay. India is the last democratic country, and in democracy, one can see great many problems. India has also been facing many problems since its independence. No, it's very serious, so we have to get a serious tone. She is facing problems like terrorism, corruption, poverty, black marketing, hoarding, and Dash is. But the major problem of Dash is one of the major problems. Okay, the problem of Dash is the one of the major problems in front of the developing India. It is just like canker eating nation's economy. Despite our best efforts, it is increasing like the mouth of Sursa. I don't know what this is, but it is repeated again. So the situation is really critical and demands dash 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 dash. अब reply and invitation. Reply and invitation की बात करते हैं. Formal accepting the invitation. If we like, there can be four types of things. Accepting the invitation, giving the invitation. It can be done formally or informally. 2 into 2, 4 choices. PNC लगाएं तो इसमें PNC का जैसे कुछ खास था नहीं, मैं फ्लेक्स मार रही थी। Anyways, हाँ तो क्या कह रहे थे अपन कि हाँ फॉर्मल एक्सेप्टिंग इनविटेशन, मिसेस मतलब मिस्टर मिसेस सर नेम ऑफ द रिसीवर, सर नेम ऐसा याद नहीं पता, होती है यार। यहाँ पे क्या क्या लिखा हुआ है, मिस्टर डैश थैंक्स मिस्टर डैश फॉर हिज काइंड इनविटेशन। ओके अपन हाँ मतलब मैं थैंक्स करता हूँ जो रिसीवर को फॉर हिज काइंड इनविटेशन ऑन द ओकेजन ऑफ द मैरिज ऑफ हिज सन ऑन द डेट ऑफ हिज एट हिज रेजिडेंस, इट इज ग्लैड टू इन्फॉर्म हिम दैट ही विल अटेंड द फंक्शन इन टाइम, नेम सेल्फ। तो ये है किस तरह से होने वाला है चीज, अभी एक्चुअल में होती कैसे है वो अपन बताते हैं। जो दिखता है वो होता नहीं, बट यहाँ पे जो दिखता है वही हो रहा है। रिप्लाई फॉर्मल अनेबल टू एक्सेप्ट द इनविटेशन भी हो सकता है। अभी देखो अपन ने बोला था कि एक्सेप्टिंग द इनविटेशन और उसके 4 चॉइसेस, और ये भी हो सकता है नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर पाया तो उसके फर्दर मैं एक्सेप्ट कर पा रहा है नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर पा रहा, तो टोटल 8 चॉइसेस बन जाते हैं। ठीक है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग तो 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, राइट, क्योंकि अपने पास एक पॉसिबिलिटी की जगह वो 2 पॉसिबिलिटीज हो गई, इसी तरह 2 गुने हो गए हैं चीजें। मिस्टर सरनेम ऑफ द रिसीवर, thanks for his kind information on the occasion of marriage of his son and the date. I kindly accept his congratulations, but he is sorry to inform him that he will not be able to attend the function due to some particular reason. पूरा रीजन लिखेंगे तो फिर समझ में आ जाएगा कि अच्छा चलो ठीक है, उसने स्पेशली लेटर मुझे लिख के दिया है कि हाँ मैं इसलिए नहीं अटेंड कर पा रहा, तो he might be facing some problem. He wanted to attend the session, but he is not able to do that because of some other urgent work, and that's for that reason he's out. Reply informal accepting the invitation. सेल्फ एड्रेस, तो इनफॉर्मल में क्या, सेल्फ एड्रेस, डेट, नेम ऑफ रिसीवर, एड्रेस लिखा, खुद का एड्रेस लिखा, डेट लिखा, नेम ऑफ रिसीवर उसका एड्रेस लिखा, डियर डैश लिख दिया, डियर लिखना है क्योंकि इसमें कुछ ज्यादा अपन को सोचना नहीं है। आई एम एक्सट्रीमली थैंकफुल टू यू एंड फॉर योर काइंड इन्विटेशन, इतना कोई नहीं लिखता, भैया आ जाए ऐसे लिखते हैं। एंड ऑन द ओकेजन ऑफ योर सन्स मैरिज ऑन द डेट ऑफ योर रेजिडेंस, आई एम ग्लैड टू इन्फॉर्म यू दैट आई विल surely be there in time to enjoy the joyful moments and name the name. फॉर्मेट पता रहना चाहिए, ग्रामेटिकल एरर्स नहीं होनी चाहिए, थोड़ा एक्सप्रेसिव होना चाहिए, अट्रैक्टिव होना चाहिए, इट्स मतलब थोड़ा क्या एक्सपोज क्या कहते हैं इसे, जो भी कहते हैं। सेल्फ एड तो अपन ने पिछले वाले में क्या किया था, पिछले वाले पे अपन ने नेम ऑफ सर नेम रिसीवर लिखा था और इसने इसको दिया है नेम लिखा था, वही खत्म हो गया था। इसमें खुद का एड्रेस लिखा, डेट लिखा, नेम ऑफ रिसीवर, एड्रेस, डियर, ठीक है। सेल्फ एड्रेस, डेट, नेम ऑफ रिसीवर, एड्रेस उसका कि अपना एड्रेस किसका लिखे, चलिए देखते हैं। अपना देखो अपना एड्रेस लिखा है, ये अपन इनफॉर्मल लेटर लिख रहे हैं, इनफॉर्मल लेटर में सबसे पहले इन्होंने एड्रेस दिया हुआ, हाँ एड्रेस ही तो लिखना था, क्या कर रहे हो भाई, सेल्फ एड्रेस पहले अपना एड्रेस लिखना था, बाद में उसका एड्रेस लिखना था। पहले 401 गुलमोहर एवेन्यू पुणे 29 अगस्त 2020, द डेट फर्स्ट बी इन दिस फॉर्मेट एज वेल, डियर रवि, नेम ऑफ द रिसीवर, एंड देन द अभी नेम ऑफ रिसीवर ऊपर लिखवा रहे वापस डियर रवि। भाई कमाल करते हैं, यहाँ पे कोई डियर यहाँ पे लिखा भी नहीं हुआ है। मतलब थोड़ी अजीब बातें हैं ये, माना। अ, एक काम करते हैं ना, अपन बेसिक से शुरू करते हैं। बेसिक यही है, मैं पिछले वाला पेज पढ़ने लग गई थी, लास्ट वाला मुझे पता चला फर्स्ट ही है, तो फर्स्ट पे आते हैं वापस। हाँ, तो फर्स्ट क्या पेज है, इन्विटेशंस एंड रिप्लाईज। इन्विटेशंस आर एक्सटेंडेड टू नियर एंड डियर वंस ऑन द occasions such as marriage, birth celebrations, etc. It is formally extended to general masses for public events or functions. Invitations are of two types. Formal invitations and informal invitations. Formal invitations can be of two types, printed and non-printed. Points will be प्रिंटेड एंड नॉन प्रिंटेड। अच्छा, एक हाँ टाइप किया होगा, एक नहीं टाइप किया होगा, थोड़ी ऑब्वियस सी बातें भी लिख देते दिया करते हैं, इनकी कोई गलती नहीं है, इनको सिखाना है बच्चों को कि हाँ ऐसे भी होता है, प्रिंट भी की जा सकती है, टाइप भी की जा सकती है। पॉइंट्स टू रिमेंबर इन केस ऑफ फॉरवर्ड एंड प्रिंटेड इन्विटेशंस, ईच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग is written in separate line and in different fonts and sizes and styles. ठीक है, तो one second. Will we be able to complete all this stuff? Just thinking that. There are total 120 pages that, 80 pages that, like 80, sorry, 60 pages that, and then 20 pages. Never mind. So, okay, okay. So, let's see how we'll be able to do. Points to remember, in case of formal printed invitations, each of the following is written in separate line and in different font sizes and styles. Just checking. Yeah. And now we'll be seeing name of the host, formal expressions like request the pleasure of your being present, seek your auspicious presence, solicit your gracious presence on the auspicious occasion. So that will impress the person. Yeah, that this person wants to call us, and so that's why the person will come again. So the date, time, and venue, the event, the purpose, and the occasion of invitation. Third person and simple present tense are used. Details like address, dress code, or any other instruction are written on the bottom or to the left or the right side as per choice or convenience. Subject matter is generally written in the center. No abbreviation is used. Name of the chief guest appears prominently. Printed invitation is put in a box. Word limit is 50 marks. Distribution is 3 marks for format, 1 marks in content, 1 marks in expression, 1 marks. For example, formal invitation printed, formal invitation for marriage of auspicious occasion. That a formal letter from of your daughter, Mrs. and Mr. Surendra Mehra, solicit your gracious presence on the auspicious occasion by gracious presence auspicious. Never mind, bhai, of the marriage of their granddaughter Surekha. So their grandparents are sending some invitation letters for their granddaughter, and Surekha, daughter of Mrs. Sushma and Mrs. Rakesh Mehra, Mr. Rakesh Mehra, with Swatantra. Okay, Surekha with Swatantra, son of Mrs. Vedika and Mr. Vedant Sharma. Vedika Vedant, nice. On the 1st 15th September 2020 at 8:30 p.m. at Sehenai Bank Bouquet Hall, Paradise Road, Mysore. With best compliments from all relatives and friends. राकेश मेहरा D62 रेजिडेंसी रोड। अभी तो ना सुरे, अच्छा, नाइस नाइस नाइस। भिजवा पता है कौन रहा था? भिजवा उसके पेरेंट्स ही रहे थे उसके इनविटेशन लेटर को, बट उन्होंने अपने पेरेंट्स को सबसे ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी समझा कि वो सीख करते हैं, इसलिए तुम उनके लिए आ जाओ प्लीज। ओके, एड्रेस लिख दिया, मैसूर, फोन इज 9425094250। This is a phone number. You can call on this phone number. Nice. Formal invitation for schools, events, or exhibitions for general public. The principal, staff, and students of Modern Public Academy, Rabindra Sarani, Durgapur, cordially solicit your being benign. अच्छा, मैंने being सोचा था कि typing error है, यहाँ benign है ये, BENIGN. Presence on the occasion of annual day celebration on Sunday, the 22nd November. This is enclosed in box. So anyways, formal invitation for schools day. Principal, the staffs and students of Modern Public Academy, Ravinder Sarani, Durgapur, cordially solicit your benignant presence on the occasion of annual day celebration. Like benign जो भी इसको बोलते होंगे, ठीक है, बट मैं इसको इसलिए ऐसे ऐसे बोलती हूँ बेनिग्नेंट, क्योंकि उसके हिसाब से मुझे स्पेलिंग बड़े अच्छे से याद हो जाती है, एंड इस वजह से मुझे स्पेलिंग्स को याद नहीं रखना पड़ता. एनुअल डे सेलिब्रेशन ऑन संडे द 22nd October 2020 at 5:30 p.m. in the school auditorium. Honorable Justice Honorable Chief Justice Dr. Ayan Sen Gupta has kindly consented to be the chief guest. ओके. डॉक्टर शारिकला नायर, प्रिंसिपल, नायर मतलब जो भी है, principal. So this is the principal. So the principal and the students of this you are bringing the prizes and annual situation Sunday, whatever we wrote, Dr. Sharikala and then whatever Shrikala. This card admits only two. You are requested to be seated. This card admit only two. मतलब ये जो कार्ड है इसको दिखा के आप 2 की एंट्री दे सकते हो, उससे ज्यादा अपना पूरा परिवार मत ले आना उठा के, क्योंकि हम इतना ज्यादा नहीं दे सकते. You are requested to be seated by 5 p.m. तो आप 5 p.m. तक बैठ जाना. Formal invitation, non-printed. You are the secretary of old printed, non-printed. अच्छा अभी देखते हैं क्या फर्क है. You are the secretary of the Old Students Association, Modern Public School, Park Road, Pune. Write invitation letters. अच्छा पिछले वाले में ना इन्होंने ना मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं दिया था कि क्वेश्चन क्या है. मेरे को ऐसे बोल दिया था बस तुम्हें कुछ लिखना है अपने हिसाब से, देख लो तुम्हें क्या लिखना है, और हमने लिखा था. इसमें क्या है ना, इन्होंने हमें क्वेश्चन अपने आप दिया है. नाइस, दिस वन इज नाइस. एंड इसी को इन्होंने नॉन प्रिंटेड क्या दिया, इसमें क्वेश्चन इन्होंने दिया है, इन्होंने इसको नॉन प्रिंटेड कहा है. सो वट एवर देयर विश, नेवर माइंड. सो यू आर द सेक्रेटरी ऑफ द ओल्ड स्टूडेंट्स एसोसिएशन, मॉडर्न पब्लिक स्कूल, पार्क रोड, पुणे. राइट इन्विटेशन लेटर्स टू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ द स्कूल ऑन द एलुमनाई मीट. ओल्ड स्टूडेंट्स एसोसिएशन, फिर आप सेक्रेटरी हैं तो मॉडर्न, तो आप उसके बिहाफ पे लिख रहे हैं ओल्ड स्टूडेंट्स. तो बाद में अपन बताएंगे कि हाँ मैं वो भी हूँ, बट वो अपन नहीं बता रहे यहाँ पे. अच्छा बताएंगे, ऑफ कोर्स बताएंगे, ऐसे किसी नहीं बताएंगे पूरा ये. चलो ठीक है. मॉडर्न पब्लिक स्कूल, पार्क रोड, पुणे. एड्रेस डाल दिया, डेट डाल दी. डियर एलुमनस, इसको एलुमिनाई कहते हैं, इन्होंने एलुमना लिख रखा है. डियर एलुमनस. सब्जेक्ट इन्विटेशन टू द 25th एलुमनाई मीट. The 25th alumni meet of the school will be held on Sunday, the 13th September 2020 at Paradise Hotel, Golden Avenue, Pune. So ये होगा, यहाँ होगा, अब होगा, इस डे को होगा, यहाँ डेट को होगा, यहाँ होगा. उसका लिख दिया. All students along with their spouses will be our guest of honor. Kindly assemble at 8 p.m. in the bouquet hall for a get-together dance and dinner party. Please confirm your seats by sending ₹1,000 to the undersigned. भाई गजब बेइज्जती है यार. बुलाया गया एलुमनाई को डांस पार्टी वगैरह के लिए, उसको ₹1,000 देने के लिए भी वाह वाह क्या बात है भाई. कोई भी नहीं आया. योर्स फेथफुली राजेश कुमार, सेक्रेटरी. तो उसके भी आपने लिखा था, बता भी दिया कि सेक्रेटरी हूँ मैं, इसलिए लिख रहा हूँ. ठीक है. यू आर द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द इंग्लिश लिटरेरी एंड कल्चरल सोसाइटी ऑफ योर स्कूल. यू हैव टू ऑर्गेनाइज एन इंटरजोनल declamation competition on the topic communication skills are important in modern world. At the +2 level, write an invitation to Dr. Shrikant Jain, an eminent educationist, to preside over the function. Modern Public School, Park Road, Pune, 27th August 2020. Dr. Shrikant Jain, sir, subject to invitation to preside over interzonal declamation competition. The English Literary and Cultural Society of the school is organizing an interzonal declamation competition on the topic communication skills are important in modern world on Monday, that's at 9:30 a.m. in the school auditorium. It would be a great honor if you could grace the occasion and preside over the competition as the chief guest. Yours faithfully, Nitin Sharma, President, English Literary and Cultural Society. अब इसमें इसकी इंफॉर्मेशन बाद में दे दी अपना सेक्रेटरी लिखने के साथ साथ. तो ये इन्होंने एक अच्छा काम किया. Okay, informal invitation में क्या होता है? Points you remember, first person, second person are used. The sender address is written. The receiver's address and subject are not written. The date, okay, receiver's address और subject नहीं लिखा जाता है. Date of writing of the invitation is given. Salutation is dear plus name. Complimentary clause is yours sincerely. Different tenses are used as a sentence demands. The style or note tone is relaxed and personalized. Example: write a letter in not more than 50 words. Okay, so there's our address and date is given. Dear Santosh, I invite you to inauguration ceremony of a newly constructed house. The address, मेरा घर बना भी आजा. The house forming ceremony. is at 9 a.m., followed by the lunch at 1 p.m. on Saturday, the 5th September. This is. Kindly do join us on this auspicious day. I shall take this opportunity to introduce you to my parents and friends. Yours sincerely, Ravi. Replies to invitation. Replying to invitations is essential courtesy to the host who has extended an invitation. It can be in the form of acceptance or refusal. Replies are of two types: formal replies and informal replies. Formal reply is usually on brief and to the point. It is pleasant and courteous in tone. Point to remember: acknowledge the. Okay, it's not be rude like yeah, मैं नहीं आ रहा. Okay, acknowledge the invitation. Express thanks to the third person, not to be signed at the end. इसको साइन नहीं करना है ऑफ कोर्स सी बात है मतलब when accepting confirm date and time if declining give reason and convey your best wishes write address and date at the top left handed corner नहीं, अगर आप ऐसे बिना बताए आप नहीं गए वहाँ पे तो ये तो ऐसे ही करता है तो आता ही नहीं है ये इसको तो हम पता था कि हमने बुलाया तो आना भी नहीं था इसे use simple and formal language put the reply in a box word limit is 50 marks distribution is 3 marks format content and expression. Examples: you are Dr. Srikanth Jain. I don't know why this name is very famous. An eminent educationalist. So he's an educationist. That's why it's very famous. You have been invited to preside over the interzonal declamation competition by Nitin Sharma, the president uh, of the English Literary and the Cultural Society of Modern Public School, Park Road, Pune. Never mind. So this is this date. लिख दी श्रीकांत जन thank Mr. Nitin Sharma. Uh, The president of the English preside over the will be held in this no, in this no. His letter to the invitation it will be considered enough if he provided official transport for the occasion. Informal replies. Points to remember: acknowledge the invitation, use the first person, use the ordinary letter format when accepting, confirm date and time, if planning, give reason, use informal words and expressions. Yeah, Santosh, you have been invited to the inauguration ceremony of your friend's new house. Write a reply accepting the invitation you got. Dear Ravi, I am indeed thankful to you inviting me to attend the inauguration ceremony of your newly constructed house. I shall definitely come a day before and I'll lend a helping hand in making preparations for this. एक दिन पहले आ जाऊंगा मैं उसके बाद यहाँ पे लिखा I'm indeed thankful to you for inviting me to attend the inauguration ceremony of your but unfortunately due to some polite arrangements I shall not be able to attend it. Kindly accept a small gift that I am sending on this special occasion. Nice. वहाँ पे डियर रवि लिखते हैं अच्छा तो इसमें ना यहाँ पे इन्होंने ये अपन सब देख चुके हैं ना एड्रेस था डेट थी वो सब था इन्विटेशन का तो अपन सब देख चुके हैं कि किस किस तरह से क्या क्या रहने वाला है इन्विटेशन एंड रिप्लाईज का नाइस तो formal invitation में Mr. Ye is glad to invite Ye on the occasion of marriage of his son. इनके तो फॉर्मल इनके तो इनफॉर्मल लेटर भी में फॉर्मल लगते हैं भाई unable to इनफॉर्मल में accepting the invitation को फॉर्मल ये था format of invitation printed with the blessing of Almighty God dash dash seek your auspicious presence the dash 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 which is successfully and they are successfully passing IIT JEE entrance examination with the IR1. So you go. at this particular place. Format of notice. अब notice करते हैं. नेम ऑफ स्कूल सिटी. नोटिस क्या है? नोटिस लिखा. नोटिस है. नेम ऑफ स्कूल सिटी. नोटिस. नोटिस के साथ में डेट थी. टॉपिक था. तो नेम ऑफ स्कूल सिटी. नोटिस. डेट. टॉपिक. And this is to inform that all the students of our school is all the students at our school is going to organize celebrate dash on dash at dash on the occasion of dash. Mr. Dash will be the chief guest. Those who want to participate will may give their names to the class leader by dash. For more details, contact the undersigned. Sign a name and position. Business letters inquiry regarding items, rates, and mode of payment. Self-address. Date, name, and address of receiver. Subject inquiry regarding items, rates, and mode of form of payment. सर सो 4 से 6 वर्ड्स का अपन को पता ही है कि क्या होना चाहिए. सब्जेक्ट होना चाहिए. नेम, एड्रेस ऑफ रिसीवर, ये था. उसके बाद सब्जेक्ट आया था. पहले एड्रेस दिया था अपना खुद का, फिर डेट लिखी थी, नेम लिखा था और एड्रेस ऑफ रिसीवर लिखा था. सब्जेक्ट लिखा था सर. Through your advertisement in the national daily, I can come to know that yours is one of the leading firms in the field of dash. We also lead in the same for the last 10 years. We have enough space along with the wide contacts and the sufficient experience of the market. We want to start a business with your firm, but because before this, we need some information regarding the items manufactured by your firm along with the trade list and your terms and conditions regarding mode of payment. So you are requested to please furnish the required information as early as possible so that we can start a business relation for mutual benefits. With thanks, yours sincerely, signature, name and designation. Reply to inquiry regarding items, rates and modes of payment. Self-address, date, name, address of receiver. Subject, reply to inquiry regarding items. Sir, first of all, thanks for your inquiry letter dated dash regarding items, rates, and mode of payments. We are pleased to inform you that our firm manufactures different items, and the detailed list of these items along with the rates have been attached along with this letter. Regarding our mode of payment, this is to inform you that we demand 60% of the total amount of the order in advance along with the order letter, and the rest 40 amounts within 10 days of receiving the order. Moreover, we offer 10% additional discount on the bulk order along with a routine discount of 5%. So total of 15% discount. We assure you that of our best services in future. Well, thanks, yours sincerely. This is the signature name. Inquiry regarding some educational course. Self-address, date, director, principal, name of institute, address. Subject, inquiry regarding dash course. Answer, so your advertisement in the newspaper regarding admission in different courses. I come to know your institute offers course dash. I have appeared in AISS SE 2017 and the result is awaited. I am interested in the dash course. I have heard a lot about your institute and its reputation. I want to join the above mentioned course, but before that, I want applying for that course. I need for some information regarding before applying for the course. I need some information. Need some information regarding nature and scope of dash course, eligibility, fee structure and mode of payment, syllabus and examination pattern, hostel conveyance facility, if available, placement, last date for submission of application. So you are requested to please furnish all the required information to the earliest so that I may make my mind to join the course in time. With thanks, yours faithfully, dash dash dash. बातें सेम सी हैं, फर्क बस इतना ही है कि अलग अलग है. प्लेसिंग इन ऑर्डर अपन ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं पिछले बार में 11th क्लास में, और अपन फर्स्ट रैंक थे अपनी बैच में मेडिकल एंड आईटी बोथ, विच कंसिस्टेड ऑफ अराउंड 50 पीपल. उसमें फर्स्ट होना एक बहुत बड़ी बात है. इनफैक्ट 90% से ऊपर ही 2-3 लोग थे. नेवर माइंड. सो आई वाज अराउंड 93-94. सो आवर बैच इज वेरी गया गुजरा कि उस पे फर्स्ट रैंक आ जा रही है, बट ठीक है. Never mind. Intimation of dispatch, supply, execution of orders. हो गया भाई, ये हो चुका है. अब इसको और टाइम देने का कोई मतलब नहीं है. ठीक है. रही बात एप्लीकेशन फॉर द पोस्ट, उसमें आपको बस इतना ध्यान रखने का है कि अपन को बस इतना ध्यान रखने का है कि बायोडाटा लिखेंगे इसमें नेम, फादर्स नेम, जेंडर, डेट ऑफ बर्थ, नेशनैलिटी, एंड देन कम्स मैरिटल स्टेटस, एड्रेस, कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर. एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन में अपन लिखेंगे कि क्या है क्या नहीं है, किसी में अपन ने कहाँ कौन सी डिग्री आप प्राप्त कर ली है, ऐसा मतलब लोग लिखेंगे. हम क्या करना, हमें तो ऑलरेडी लोग लिख देंगे. ठीक है. अपन तो वैसे भी टॉपर ही रहेंगे अपनी कॉलेज का, आईटी कॉमर्स का. ठीक है, सच्ची बोल देते हैं. चलो ठीक है, नहीं छोड़ो. प्रोफेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन ये है, सैलरी एक्सपेक्टेशन ये है, रेफरेंसेस क्या है, अपने नेम, डेसिग्नेशन, एड्रेस, उसके हिसाब से अपन ये इस चीज का खात्मा करते हैं, इस चीज का क्लोजर करते हैं। ऑथर्स की नेम जान के जाइएगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है। द लास्ट लेसन के बारे में अगर आप कुछ कहना चाहते हैं तो द लास्ट लेसन इज अ सेट इन Alsace that lies between France and Germany, once a part of Prussia. Both countries claim that this territory. वैसे पता है अभी जस्ट अगली वीडियो में मैं बाकी चीज करती हूँ। अभी ये थोड़ी सी लंबी वीडियो हो चुकी है, अभी एक छोटा सा ब्रेक, उसके बाद बंद करते हैं प्लीज।